laugh at the most ridiculous thing I've done in the past 24 hours. So I decided I wanted some fake, beautiful press-on nails today, and they're supposed to be accent nails, like, you know, some in solid colors, some in floral colors, and I accidentally just put all the floral on one hand and all the solid color on the other hand. Let's get into the favorites. One of my favorite beauty bath time products for the month is this little bushel of carrots, which is from Lush, and I'm pretty sure that these are sold out unless you can find them in one of your local stores. I'm pretty sure they're sold out online because they were an Easter thing. I had 2 bushels and I'm down to my last bushel, but I just use 1 carrot at a time, and they are like a bubble bar. They smell so amazing. I wish that you could smell them. Can you smell them? Try and smell these carrots. I feel like they're perfect for me because I am bunny and these are carrots, right? Next monthly favorite, I did a whole video on. Hopefully you've watched it. Hopefully you remember. It is the Kaylin Cocoon Lip Stain, and the orange one I just love. I've since gotten 2 more, but this was that weird stuff that I painted on my lips and then you peel it off and what's left behind is a really bright lip stain. If you haven't watched the video yet, I think it's pretty good. You should watch it. But I just love this stuff. I've gone back after that video and used it a ton of times. I feel like it's really long lasting and it's fun to do, let's be honest. Next is a setting powder by the company Besame. Why do I not know how to say this? They started doing this thing, I think in February, maybe January at Sephora, where they were kind of selling a couple of products from different brands, like random brands, and they were selling 1 product from each of those brands. It was like a face mask, a powder, some other stuff, like I think like eye patches, like a face patch, you know, like a mask, but it was just for your eyes. And I've always heard a ton about Besame products, and I guess it's like rampant in LA. You can find it everywhere because my friend Kat is always talking about it, and I hear that they have like really awesome mascara that's like totally different. All of their products are retro inspired from what I can tell, and I love that kind of stuff. It's just, oh, I want more of it. I'm gonna try and see if I can buy more online because I have been loving this. And they actually had 2 different yet the same of this product in 2 different smells, but both of the smells were like vanilla. It was like vanilla or French vanilla, and I got French vanilla, but it's just a translucent setting powder, but this stuff works amazingly and it smells amazing. It gives me like a really perfected poreless finish, and it keeps me matte all day long, which is something I'm always looking for in the Texas heat. I wish I could show you like more of the product, but it's like, oh my goodness. But it's like a loose powder, so it's just sprinkling out everywhere. Speaking of a beautiful poreless finish, I have another product which got sent to me by Benefit, so I'm not 100% sure if this is actually in stores yet, but it probably will be this month if it's not out already. Sometimes I'm lucky and fortunate enough and they send me like samples of their newest products to try, and so I got this in the mail, and it's based off of one of their other products which has been out forever, which is the POREfessional line. They have a powder, they have a primer, and now they have this thing which was handcrafted by angels in heaven. This is the POREfessional License to Blot, and I'm just gonna say the packaging looks pretty swift. It's like a triangle? Illuminati confirmed. This is like a little stick, and literally wherever you rub this on your face, your pores disappear. It is like real life Photoshop, no joke. And lately I have been having like really large pores going on, like on my nose and like right here on my cheeks. I don't know why, I don't know where that's coming from, but it's been going on for like the last month. So luckily I got this in the mail, and I put this on before I put on my foundation or any of that jazz, and it's literally like Where'd my pores go? I don't know. They didn't send a postcard. Another primer that I've been loving this month is the Makeup Forever Base Primer. This is a step 1 and this is the Soothing Primer, and they just released a ton of new primers, and some of them are step 1s and some of them are step 2s, so you can use like 2 primers at the same time, which is something I'm totally down for because I will never in my life have enough makeup primers. I'm always convinced that they're just gonna change my life. I love them. They're like my favorite thing because most of them are invisible and clear, so you're just like wiping a mystery on your face. Like, is it gonna do something or not? But this one, I feel like, does do something. It comes out like this kind of beige color, I guess, but I just feel like it's just so smooth. It almost turns into a powder. And once again, it's just kind of been helping me perfect my pores, perfect my pores, prime my skin, all that good stuff that I love doing. 2 more beauty kind of related things, and then we'll get into some other stuff just in case you're not into makeup. Next thing is from NYX, and let me just tell you how amazing this is. Since February, when I shaved off half or like 60% of my eyelashes on this eye, I've been pretty heavily wearing false eyelashes. I feel like for the most part, all of my eyelashes have grown back in, but definitely in March, it was still something I was totally contending with. So I got this new lash glue from NYX. It's called Party All Night, and it is a brush-on lash adhesive. I'm showing you a close-up, like there's something really fascinating going on here. It's just like clear lash glue, but this is latex free, so it's very, very, very gentle, and let me just say, this stuff works like witch magic. And I have extremely sensitive skin, and I feel like sometimes, even if they're like hypoallergenic or whatever, I feel like lash glues are really irritating to my eyes. Also, I noticed that, you know, when I'm like removing the lash glues, most lash glues are like semi-permanent, so sometimes I will accidentally rip out 1 or 2 of my own eyelashes. But I think since this is for really sensitive skin, latex free, all that jazz, it adheres them to my eyelashes perfectly, but when I want to take them off, they peel right off. I have not lost a single lash since I've been using this stuff. Also, no stinging, no burning, none of that stuff. The other great thing about it is, you know how some lash glues, even once you take them off, it's like there's like this residue that's left behind that's very hard to wash off or remove with makeup remover? Once again, you don't have this problem with that. You just wash it off. Like, I literally don't even ever feel like there's any residue left behind. I don't know what's in this stuff, but it's great. Ooh, there's some dirt on it. Awesome. Last monthly favorite is an awesome contouring brush from MERMAID. And I'm not sure, I swear I've seen like MERMAID as seen on TV stuff before. Maybe some of it. I could be wrong. You would think I would know that. But I call this the fishtail brush or the mermaid tail brush. I wanna be part of your world. That did not sound like the Little Mermaid at all, but doesn't it look like a mermaid? Ooh, it could also be like for nose contouring. Perfect nose shape. But I love just like going in with the contouring and ooh, chiseling out them cheekbones. Next monthly favorite is some phone cases. These are both from Casetify. One of them I made custom myself, and one of them is like a design that anyone can buy. This used to be the phone case that I had on my 5S for a long, long time. And when the 6 Plus came out, I feel like there's no cases really being made for the 6 Plus. I feel like that's kind of like a rarity. Most cases I look at are like for the 6 only, or like 5S. And I'm like, did nobody else buy this giant phone but me? Finally, I feel like companies are starting to catch up and make cool cases for the iPhone 6 Plus. So this one, I put a lot of the same pictures from my Wreck-It journal because I'm pretty attached to that cover, so you can totally make your custom case with any pictures that you want. It's a lot of fun. Every time I make one, I just want to make like 6 more because I'm always scared I'm not making the right phone case decision. And then I also love this one as well because it's totally transparent. You know what? I'm gonna put it on my phone real quick. This case is just transparent, but it's got a bunch of different sushi rolls on it, and I just think it's totally adorable. I love it. It's very cute. Next monthly favorite is a clothing item, if I could find it. Oh, I'm sitting on it. That's great. I wore this the night before BeautyCon, but like I went to the BeautyCon. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen this already. I've worn it a couple of times last month, which I feel is kind of excessive when I show it to you because I feel like it's like such a statement piece, but I love it so much I just don't care. It is from Discount Universe, which makes just like the craziest, coolest clothes ever. And it is a kind of like mesh tank top. I definitely layer with this because it's totally see-through. It literally has the rib cage all the way down to like the hip bone, so it kind of like sticks out like where your legs stick out, and you just totally look like you're a sparkly skeleton. It's really comfortable, and I always get a million compliments on it, and it is a little on the expensive side, but all of their stuff is handmade, I'm pretty sure, and it's all pretty limited edition. They don't make a ton of each piece. I forgot. I have another beauty item, and this is technically like organization and storage, and it comes from this store I found on Instagram actually called Zahara Beauty? Zahara. Yeah, it's like Zara, but with an H in there. It is a huge spinning lipstick tower. I think it holds some amazing number, like 80 lipsticks or something like that, because it has all these different trays on the side, as well as a place where you can put your favorite or maybe like some larger lipsticks or lip pencils on the top. Not lip pencils, but you know, like chubby lip crayons, like the Tarte lip things, lip surgeons. I can't think of anything right now. And I feel like I don't even have enough lipsticks to fill this whole thing. I feel like it's like an excuse to shop more, but it does make everything so much easier to find and grab, and just like it's not such a chore to dig around for my lipstick colors anymore. I should actually like put them with the label facing out so I know what I'm reaching for. I think that's all of like the items. So Dogman and I got HBO Go this month on our Apple TV, and if you can get that, like we had no idea this mystical hidden world of entertainment that HBO Go is. It's like a second Netflix, and they have tons of movies. They're always adding new movies. I feel even more frequently than Netflix, and they have tons of documentaries, which is personally my favorite thing to watch, and then they have all of the HBO shows ever made. So we started watching Boardwalk Empire this month, and it's so engrossing. I feel like that is definitely my new favorite show, or my favorite thing of the month to watch. And as usual, I will give a little disclaimer because it's definitely not for younger Swamp family members. There is a lot of strong language and violence and other things that maybe young minds should not be exposed to. But definitely if you can watch like rated R stuff and you like things that are like historical and interesting, and like if you like The Godfather, you'll love this. It's so good. I love it. There's a lot of Al Capone going on. I think that is pretty much it, which is good because I've been rambling for a really, really long time, and I'm sorry I'm doing this like mid-April. What is Earth? Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and for watching today. If you're not already, hit that button down below, subscribe, become a member of the